What if I told you that one of the world's biggest pop stars once slept on park benches and subway stations, busking for loose change just to survive? Meet Ed Sheeran, the ginger-haired singer-songwriter who now sells out stadiums worldwide. But before the Grammy Awards, before the billions of streams, before collaborating with Taylor Swift and Beyoncé, Ed was just another struggling musician living on the streets of London. In 2008, at just 17 years old, Ed made a life-changing decision. He dropped out of school, left his comfortable home in Suffolk, and moved to London with nothing but a guitar and a dream. What followed were some of the darkest months of his life. Ed spent nights sleeping rough outside Buckingham Palace, in subway stations, and on friends' couches when he was lucky. He busked on street corners, playing his heart out for tourists and commuters who barely noticed him. Some days, he'd earn just enough for a meal. Other days, he went hungry. Record labels repeatedly rejected him. Industry executives told him he wasn't commercial enough, that his look wouldn't sell, that his acoustic style was outdated. One particularly brutal rejection came when he was told he'd never make it in the music industry. The lowest point came when Ed found himself sleeping in a park during winter, wondering if he'd made the biggest mistake of his life. His fingers were too cold to play guitar properly, and he questioned whether his dream was worth the suffering. But Ed refused to give up. In 2010, he made a pivotal decision that would change everything. Instead of continuing to chase record deals, he decided to build his own following. He started performing at small venues, open mic nights, and even random house parties, anywhere people would listen. The breakthrough came through an unexpected source: YouTube and social media. Ed began posting videos of his performances online, and slowly but surely, people started to notice. His raw talent, combined with his authentic storytelling, began to resonate with audiences worldwide. The real game changer happened when he met Jamie Foxx through a mutual friend. Fox was so impressed by Ed's talent that he invited him to perform on his radio show and even let him use his recording studio. This exposure led to more opportunities, and suddenly, the same industry that had rejected him was paying attention. Ed's mindset shift was crucial. Instead of waiting for permission from the industry, he gave himself permission to succeed. He embraced his uniqueness, his appearance, his acoustic style, his honest lyrics. Rather than trying to fit into someone else's mold, he took calculated risks, like moving to Los Angeles to expand his reach, and invested every penny he earned back into his music. Most importantly, he never stopped creating, writing hundreds of songs, knowing that quantity would eventually lead to quality. By 2011, Ed had signed with Atlantic Records. His debut album Plus became one of the fastest-selling debuts in UK chart history. But this was just the beginning. Today, Ed Sheeran is one of the best-selling music artists in the world, with over 150 million records sold globally. He's won multiple Grammy Awards, has been awarded an MBE by Queen Elizabeth II, and his Wash Divide tour became the highest-grossing tour of all time. From sleeping on park benches to headlining at Wembley Stadium, Ed's journey proves that sometimes our greatest failures are just setups for our biggest comebacks. Ed Sheeran's story reminds us that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure define you. Every rejection, every cold night on the streets, every moment of doubt was building the resilience that would eventually carry him to the top. His journey teaches us that authentic passion, combined with unwavering persistence, can overcome any obstacle. Sometimes the very things that make us different, the things the world tells us are weaknesses, become our greatest strengths. As Mr. Ambot would say, you failed when you stop.